Hello. I'm a little bit late to the party about Shrek 5. I guess this was said a while ago, but I did want to cover this. It's sounding like Shrek 5 is going to be bad. And, you look at the teaser, I was a little hyped for the teaser. But, completely new animation, completely new. They changed how they looked. And, that's already one foot out the door pretty bad. And, a lot of people hate it. I think it's okay, but not good. I think the designs are just okay of the characters. I don't think Puss in Boots is going to be in the movie, so that's already kind of an L. Who knows what they're trying to do as far as like being canon and stuff, and like who knows, they're probably trying to have a connected universe, and out of all the animated movies that could do it, it probably would be Shrek, just because the universe is so deep. But they're probably trying to tie it into The Last Wish and make things canon, and everyone wants to be Star Wars, Marvel, who knows? Who knows? Because apparently we're going to get a Donkey movie as well. So they probably are trying to have a Shrek cinematic universe. I don't know. But, the new designs look terrible. And I don't understand why they needed new designs, because they didn't change Puss in Boots' design. If they did, it was very minimal. So why change the whole roster? Even Pinocchio wasn't saved. Doesn't make any sense. And I'm pretty sure Pinocchio was untouched in The Last Wish too. I think he was in that movie, and I think they didn't change his design. So you look at that, and that already doesn't make sense. But I was thinking recently too, this is going to be a little bit of a ADHD tangent, but I was thinking, and I was like, I feel like designs get tweaked on purpose. Like if you look at movie adaptations, if you look at movie adaptations, if you look at anything, because it's like, well, if we tweak it enough, we can sell more toys. And that's not a terrible idea. I feel like that's why things aren't 100% accurate all the time, because the real reason is because movies want to sell toys. That's why Sonic doesn't look like Sonic. That's why Mario doesn't look like Mario. Because they have an excuse to tweak up the designs and sell more toys. Kind of crazy, but I feel like that's how it is. So maybe that's why Shrek and the gang are getting tweaked up a little bit, so they can sell more toys. Because God knows they sold 1 million Shrek merchandise already. So I mean, how are you able to sell more merchandise? Tweak the design. Tweak the design a little bit. I don't know how true that is, but something I want to say, because something I thought about. So, yeah, there's that. And,
I never miss.
Designs look pretty bad.
I never miss.
And, it's a one thing if, you want to say, aging and stuff. It's another thing if they want to completely change how a character looks. So, pretty bad, right? But that's been a minute since all that's been happening. Oh, I put my monkey wrong. But already pretty bad. And now there's a supposed plot that is leaked. And Shrek's daughter, we don't know where the other Shrek kids are, because they weren't shown in the teaser. I'm guessing they're not showing all the characters in the teaser. Who knows? They should honestly low-key scrap the movie. But I mean, it's even at its worst, it's still gonna be more promising than the new Toy Story, I'd like to think, because they have to do a lot of damage control. They have to do a lot of damage control to make Toy Story 5 work. So I mean, even if Shrek 5, the animation, the new characters look like Dookie, it's probably at least gonna be funny. Even if the plot's stupid, it's probably at least going to be funny. That's one thing it's always going to have going for it. But the plot has leaked, supposedly. And not everything, but the premise of the movie, supposedly, is that Shrek's daughter, forgive me, I'm not a true fan, I don't know what her name is, but Shrek's daughter, played by Zendaya, could be casting a spell that transport Shrek and gang into the real life world. Now, I don't know if it's a real life animated world. I don't know if it's... I have no idea what it is, actually, you know. I don't think real life world makes sense. Sponge out of water reference, you know, like, that sounds stupid. It's probably going to be an animated real life world. I have no idea. I mean, it makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense. It sounds terrible. Are we gonna get Shrek, live action Shrek? Is this how they're gonna do it? They're gonna tie it into the animated world? Because, you know, everything else is getting a live action remake. DreamWorks has already made How to Train Your Dragon live action. So, I mean, who's to say they won't do Shrek live action? You know what I mean? But, sounds stupid. I hate to believe this, but I believe there is some merit to it. And that's the worst part. And my only reasoning, again, this could totally be a rib. Like, this could totally be fake. But my only reasoning on why this could be real is because of the teaser. If you look at the teaser, go back and watch the teaser, and, you know, it's them looking at the mirror on the wall and seeing all this real life Shrek related stuff, Shrek related memes, Shrek and culture. And if teasers are anything to base off of, then the plot sounds like it could play into that and be like, oh, this is your impact on the real world, Shrek. And if that's the whole movie, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how anyone feels about that. Can we all, like, boycott a movie together? I don't know. I don't know how possible that is. But that sounds incredibly stupid. Is there any way in which it could work? Maybe. But it does not sound promising. I'm trying to think of a way they could make it work, and it's like, they'd have to make it, like, deep. They'd have to make it deep, like Last Wish deep. Because Last Wish, I feel like, was a deep movie. Like, the last Puss in Boots movie was low-key deep, and it didn't have to be. And I don't know if they're going to be like, yeah, Shrek, look at all the lives you saved by being Shrek and stuff. And that's how they're going to close out the franchise by, like, well, they're not even going to close out because they already announced they're going to do a Donkey movie, potentially, and probably another Puss in Boots movie, and probably another Shrek movie, because Puss in Boots is on his way to see Shrek. Apparently, I don't know. Don't think Puss in Boots is going to be in the movie. Hope this isn't the plot. Let me know what you think. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas. And go see my other movie-related videos, because I'd like to make a lot more rumor videos and stuff like that.
Come on.
But this does sound silly. And I'm wanting the best for Shrek because I love Shrek. And please don't Shrek third this movie. Don't taint the franchise anymore. It has a chance. There has a chance to be a good movie. Already with the kids in it. It's like, oh, this is gonna be a trope. You know, everyone's expecting some movie tropes because Hollywood just doesn't seem original anymore. So everyone's expecting, like, oh, Dad, let me leave. You know, you're being an overprotective dad. Blah blah blah. Ice Age, Drake, Mammoth. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty much existed since that Ice Age movie, probably prior to that Ice Age movie. So, you know, terrible. Don't do it. There's got to be an original story that can be told. But that is it. Love you guys. Peace out. Please don't make this a Shrek 5 plot. Amen. Bye-bye.